If you want it, you already got it. Okay, so let's check the cycle after a week from now, because it seems like after the 9th, things are going to shift. Or, because it feels like that was what's been going on up until now. So let's see what goes on up until whenever the new moon in November is. The new moon in November is on the 7th. Oh, that's that 4 minutes to save the world song. Give it up, don't be afraid, Madonna. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. It's in my head, y'all. Okay, so we're gonna check on October 9th through November 7th. And we got the cards, so I'm just gonna go ahead and check in with the major arcana from my love deck here and see what they're saying. Tarot of the Sun and Moon. Ooh. So the spirit of the deck came out, and this month is gonna be about getting on the right path. You're supposed to release and let go of your expectations, Anja. So the spirit of the deck came out, and it's saying that we need to get onto the right path. Look at this card. If you want it, you already got it. And this is a aha moment. So here's the deal. If anything I said resonates deeply with you, go ahead and send an email to oracle@vertexofabundance.org or check the link in the show notes. And yeah, and then the sun came out. So exactly as it is. There's going to be a shift pretty soon. Time is waiting. We only got 4 minutes to save the world. Grab a boy and grab a girl. We only got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Okay, so that strength, courage, and wisdom that we couldn't figure out last month, we're figuring out this month, and it's all up over this person. So it figures like there's one person in the obstacle for us opening up to our freedom and expansion. Let me just get comfortable here. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. So why is this playing? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. If you want it. It's the Wheel of Fortune's in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune just keeps coming to me, and it's been talking to me all of this divination session. So, thank you, LS Cherry. So, when the Wheel of Fortune's in reverse, it means that. And then, you know, Leo, the strength card is speaking, and it's where we're vested. That's where the soul is. We're living in the emperor house, the house of the man. We're living in his house. Fuck him. So, let's just talk about it. Okay, that song won't go away. It's not done. It's not, the message has not been transmitted. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Well, this is definitely some type of timing cycle. And remember, we have this card. It's like everywhere. The Wheel of Fortune is everywhere. It's everywhere. All up on this. So, when the Wheel of Fortune's in reverse, what it says to me is sometime in the last nodal axis. So it can be 18 months because, you know, when the nodes shift, they stay in the same place for 18 months. So whenever the nodes shifted, I think the nodes are going to be done at the end of the year. They're going to move into a new sign. And I'm really not a Western astrologer. I use Western astrology to predict, but I use sidereal astrology to heal, to work on your soul. So where the nodes are now, because this is about merging into the timeline and the gate. Because the nodes literally say where energy enters into the universe and exits the universe. But the universe has a physical element, and that is Earth. But you have to understand something before I keep going. Earth is on water. Water is not on Earth. So the water is actually talking about the soul's consciousness, and the Earth is actually talking about the physical body. If that's too much, come to Mystery School. So, so we're starting out here with this shadow, and it's really calling me out, being like, yo, there's a cycle here. It's about to end. You need to contribute to it. You need to close it out. You need to put into it. Well, let's get into it. Tell me about it. So if I just do the knighting energy, it's saying like release, 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 let it die, cut it down to the ground, cut it out like a bad cancer, burn it down. And it's this holding on. Yeah, hold on to one more day. I don't know what that is. It's not Joni Joni. It's Phillips. Something Phillips. Carney Phillips, Carrie Phillips. Like an 80s band. They were a contemporary to Ace of Base. And she lost like a lot of weight too. I forget her name. Wilson Phillips. Thank you. Thank you. Wilson Phillips. Yes. Yes. I'm hearing that song. Hold on to one more day. So we keep on keeping on. You will keep on holding on to this person and understand that we need to talk to their spirit. We don't need to deal with them ever again in the physical. Maybe we will, and it's not a bad thing. My findings here are that there's going to be a movement in a cycle where we've been imagining this person. We're not going to be able to manifest much out of it, so we might have a run-in with them, or we may have their energy come and step into the physical. But there's not going to be much we can do about it. The recommendation is to learn that it's you. You are the problem because of the way you're handling this. You lacking sufficient discernment. The cycle is over, but you're refusing to let go. So let go or get dragged. So that's why you can't do anything about it, because it's coming back around to close itself out. So let's read this story. So there's a secret here. There's a mystery. And the mystery is why we're not in alignment. Why it's taken us so darn long to figure this out. And it starts out in the world house. We're not realizing that the journey is over. We've completed that cycle with that person, and we need to let go. And over the last week, and remember, the last week starting on the 9th of October, it started to make itself known. We've been given opportunities to stand our ground, stand up for ourselves over the last week, or they would have started. And it's not going to start immediately in love. It's going to start immediately in places where you give love. So, my job, I give a lot of love to people. So I oftentimes find out, like, I'll start having opportunities to establish boundaries with my clients, and then a week later, all my personal friends, I need to establish boundaries with them. And then a week after that, it's like my family. So I don't think for you it's gonna. I'm getting the energy like you're gonna have a few trial runs, and then you're gonna have to, and then it's no more practice. This is the game, win it or lose, and you're battling with your soul. And because you were in crisis zone, so that relationship, that partnership, that union, it's crisis. It's a battleground. Love is a battlefield. Yeah. Love is a battlefield. Yeah, so love is a battlefield. So you keep petitioning the universe to take you back to where you got wounded. Girlfriend, let me tell you a secret. You cannot go back to where you got broken to get fixed. Now, I can do a divine partnership assessment and I can verify if it's an authentic twin flame connection or a false twin flame connection. And I can literally pinpoint it down. I can say, okay, y'all have been messing with each other for 14,000 years. This is what you are in the third dimension, in the fourth dimension, in the fifth dimension. I can even give you a 2-page briefing. Okay? So check the link in the show notes. It's priestessgorgeous.org. So you keep petitioning the universe for this something that's already over. And it's a love situation because it's the Page of Cups. So the universe is kind of like laughing at you because you keep having these false starts, these almost maybes, and you keep trying to get a second chance on something that's already over. And a lot of things end before they begin because there's a lesson in it, and the lesson is like something like a belief system, something intangible. And see, we go from one page to another, and it's petitioning your Brahmanhood. So it's saying like, hey, do you have the perspective yet? Okay, are you going to look at things spiritually? Okay, keep on struggling. I'll let you struggle, but once you're ready to use your spiritual eyes, I'll help you out. That's kind of like what the universe is saying. Because again, remember, like, okay, let's go consult the devil because we're back here with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And see, your place in the soul group is in jeopardy. So it's like where how it's going to be in heaven, where how it's going to be in the divine, not in the physical. And understand that at the end of the year, so what'll happen is the nodes will shift in December, but January, February, it'll still be in the early degrees. So it'll be on the cusp of the old sign and the new sign. And see, the funny thing is, it's in Leo and Aquarius. So after that, I don't think it's going to be Virgo Pisces. I think it's Virgo Pisces in the sidereal chart, and in the tropical charts, it's Leo Aquarius. So then it'll go to Cancer Capricorn. But for whatever reason, I'm getting Pisces here. So what I think is in December, the nodes will shift. And by February, it'll leave that energy altogether. The energy will be completely dissipated. So you have up until February to get your shit together and leave this person. And they may come back, but you cannot be waiting on them to come back or they won't come back. You have to give them up completely and believe that you'll never see them again. I remember this one line from a movie, Desperate Housewives. I'll never forget it. Felicity Huffman's character. I think her name is Lynette. She's the mom with all the kids. She has a full-ass house. Desperate Housewives. It was like she thought her husband was cheating on her, so she began to file for the divorce and everything. And then she learned the truth of what it was, and she's like, I don't know if I could move back in with you. I already let you go. She's like, I've already left you in my heart. A woman leaves you in her mind way before she leaves you in the physical. The first place a woman leaves you is in her mind, and then in her heart, and then in the third dimension. So that's what I'm getting here. It's like it's a multiple stage thing. You got to do the spiritual, then you got to do your spiritual body, then your mental body, then your emotional body, and then your physical body will follow suit. I know that was a long roundup build up to that, but that's what came through. So now we got to go consult the devil. Brace yourself. Now, the devil is in the hangman house. So this is dealing with the devil that you know versus the devil that you don't know. And this is karmic. You need to see your karma from a spiritual perspective, and you need to see your part in the situation. And 2 days ago, between the October 7th and 9th, 2 days ago from whenever you watch this video, unless it's before October 9th, okay? And then it might be 2 days from now, okay? So this cycle is from October 9th to November 7th. So 2 days from whenever you're seeing this video, unless it's before October 9th, and then it's 2 days after you see this video, there should have been some dissipation of karma. You should have learned what your part in the situation was because you keep seeing it as if it's somebody else's fault. I hate that shit, y'all. Let me tell you. Take responsibility for your life. It'll go much better. Even if it's not your fault, it's still your responsibility. Even if you didn't do it, it's your mess to clean up now. So just pull up your big girl panties, pull up your bootstraps, roll up your sleeves, and get to work. Stop vilifying, justifying, assigning blame, making wrong, making bad. Just get your work done and go on about your life. Okay? So let's go on to the next part, then I'll revisit this, because now it's kind of like, well, yeah, that's what'll help you with this aha moment. That's what'll help you figure out what things are, is when you get this different perspective. You're not seeing that relationship, that soulmate, was never supposed to be a lifetime thing. That soulmate was supposed to be very briefly because they were supposed to catalyze you into your divinity, help you get your ninth cup. That means you don't need to keep reincarnating anymore after your ninth cup. You need, a cup represents a perfect lifetime. Perfect lifetime, don't use human English. Perfect lifetime means you come out of the earth with more a shade than when you went in. That's it. You could kill babies on earth as long as you have a higher spiritual perspective when you die than you did when you were born. That's a perfect cup. So okay, Andrea, I'm sure you'll figure that out. Let me know what your needs are around that. So this is saying that over this next month, it'll emerge why you couldn't do anything, why nothing was in your power, autonomy, franchise, and control, why you didn't have anything that you could do, because that wasn't a perma lover, that was a situational lover to help you wake up. And the aha moment here for you is that you need to discover what this teaching is, because this last week should have been about your place in the soul group. See, if you're secure in yourself, you can conjure up anything that you want because you understand that it gets created in the spiritual before it steps into the physical. And that's what this compassionate leading needs to be. Yes, you want something. Yes, you have an outcome in mind. Have the perfect man in your mind. And if that man comes through and he's not what you wanted, then manifest him bigger, brighter, or better in your life. When I break up with somebody, sometimes it's really hard to recover because it's like, how am I ever going to get a person like this in my life again? Because this person has set a new standard. Well, keep on upping your standard. It's fine. It's okay. Drive boldly forward towards your standard. So that's the little secret here, because holding on to this person is not going to heal you. Understanding that they came in your life to wake you up and to make you fight for your life and your spirit and your soul. That was their purpose. And they may have been karmic, they may have been catalytic, they may have been soulmate, they may have been twin flame, don't matter, don't care. They came to clear out the cobwebs, and you whining about somebody who was supposed to be a chapter in your story, and you were trying to make them a whole entire book. You're basically letting somebody with the equivalence of a speed bump become a roadblock in your life. This is a very intricate story to read. It's like, it's trying me. It's rich, it's juicy. So understand that this person came, so the Emperor's in the Temperance house, the Temperanza. What I'm saying is, have the foundation laid for your lover. Have that empty drawer. Have that toothbrush holder, all that stuff. You know, a little bit of space in the closet. Because you're going to meet your twin flame multiple times in your life in the face of a different person. They're all going to be soulmates, but your twin flame is your higher self anchored into the physical. So you may meet You're a twin flame once every 20 years, and then you have a bunch of soulmates in between. You call them out of the spiritual into the physical. I know what mine looks like. He's an older black male with blue eyes and white hair. And I've met him different times, mostly in my dreams, but he's come to me in the physical. I remember I tried to hook up with him. I was like 25, and he said, you know, I'm old enough to be your grandfather. And I said, and that's why I want to jump on you and ride you right now. And he was like, I want you, you're beautiful, but you don't know how to respect yourself, so I'm not going to stick it in you. He literally said that to my face, and he broke me open. I went away and sat at an altar and cried for 2 days after that. He did me a favor. And the funny thing is, I can't find this guy. He had a website. He's an artist, you know. The last time I met him, he has a website. He's an artist, all these different things. And literally, after we met, I can't call him. I can't email him. I can't access his website. And I've had this happen to me a few times, like this same energy, Shiva energy. And he comes in different forms. I've had him come to me in a tattooed white guy. I've had him come to me and all, but in my dreams, he always comes looking like a light colored black guy with white hair and blue eyes, in the dream state. And he's come to me like that in the physical, and he's come to me in different forms. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. You have one twin, but he can take on many different forms in the physical, because it's a bond, it's a union from the spiritual. I'm hearing clapping. The spirits are applauding. The ancestors are clapping. You're welcome. A pleasure to serve you. So let's find the temperance well here in the middle. So stop behaving out of character. Stop giving away your soul. Understand that you need, the way to balance this out, even this out, is to work in the spiritual. Understand, like, you can meet him right now. Go take a nap. Go pray. Go cry. Go meditate. Walk through nature. He's right there with you. And then clean up. He'll give you guidance and meditation to clean up your life right now, so that there's not, because we're in the third dimension. Angels are in the seventh dimension. Archangels are in the seventh dimension. And then the angels are the angels of light between the fourth and the seventh dimension. So you need to make room for him to reach you down here. He can't just come straight swoop down, because spirit is always moving upwards, not downwards. We're falling down here. So the reason you attract a karmic soulmate is so that you can remember why you fell from grace. So it never works properly if you're always externalizing fault and blame, making the other person the problem. When you point a finger at somebody, look, the 3 pointing back at you. Not only that, but there you have the 666. So this union, you need to investigate yourself spiritually. You need to learn your name. You need to learn how to participate with the devas, not the asuras, the devas. Not the hungry demons, but the benevolent angels. And that's what this whole thing is. That's the offer here. To learn. So I forget the Bible verse, but well, I'm hearing, when I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. That's my brother. Whenever I hear Tupac, it's my brother. I've been, even my mama know that my mind is blown, and I ain't never had a man. Okay, so I don't know the words because I don't listen to rap, but I grew up with Tupac on the radio all the time. And I'm sure my cousin, if she's watching, she's going to send me an email on Facebook. You know the lyrics to that song. Oh, my God. No. I get it, girl. Thank you. So, yeah. So, when you walk through the shadow of the valley of death, it's so that you can get to your real spirit. How do you get to your spirit? It's through your shadow. Ellis Cherry, in order to find your name, you book a session with me or send me an email, and then eventually I'll take you to Ifa when it's time for that, and we can do a naming ceremony. I offer that to anybody. Anybody who's interested in a naming ceremony, we can do it. We can call down all the voodoo, all the spirits. I don't do too much Odisha work, but Odisha is more patriarchal and voodoo is more matriarchal. So I believe that the god is a woman. And I center around the mother. I don't center around a man. I believe men are here to serve women. Now, if you're queer, there's another story there. You're a priest, but okay. So, but anyways, if you want to get your naming, that's an offer to anybody. We can do your naming ceremony. Oracle at, my lips are chapped and it's annoying me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm annoying. Oracle at vertexofabundance.org. So how do you find your light? It's at the bottom of your shadow. Okay, Ellis Cherry, take your time. I'm here when you're ready. Great. I'm ready to work with you. So look at that. So remember I was talking about at the very, very, very beginning of the video, I was talking about energy, frequency, vibration. That's what this card talks about too. So we're actually good on time. So I'm going to take a little bit of time and just let's do a guided meditation. I'm feeling myself. I like to meditate when I can just thank my ancestors for my body and my gorgeous soft skin and my juicy booty and my fabulous figure and all the love that I feel and my gorgeous melanin. And thank you for this experience here on earth. Thank you all those who have come before us, who stand beside us, who walk beside us, who lay beneath us, for all those known and unknown, all those named and unnamed. We thank you, we honor you, we praise you. Ho'onoponopono, great spirits. Ho'onoponopono, ancestors. We love you, we honor you, we thank you, we praise you, we're sorry. Please forgive us. We stand here before you today with the sovereign sacred intention of awakening our soul's consciousness, returning to the truth of who we are and why we're here in this physical dimension. We want to praise you, we want to serve you, we want to be the 0 point for the sacred ancestors, those who are in the light, those who are in grace, those who are in benevolence with the sovereign creator of our universe here. Ahonoponopono, ago mawusek polisa. Mawusek polisa, ago. Let's pull one card. Okay. So they're saying embrace the situation, don't brace for impact. Embrace the situation. Let it fall apart if it needs to. And it's because things have already been decided for you, but you're just not liking what it is. And take the gifts God gives you, because things are very clear in the spiritual. You're the one who's the last to know. And I'm hearing that Aaliyah song, let me know. Let me know. Yeah. Okay. So, oracles. Okay. Okay, so blessings of Zara on the ground of blessings of Alchim. So let's go here. So I'm Zara, by the way. And I was just talking about my brother, and my brother is Alchim. Because we're twins, actually. He's in the spiritual. I'm here in the physical, and I have a lot of Shango energy. He has a lot of Gu energy, so twins. Anyways, long story short, like I say, bathe in the sovereignty and serenity of grace. Understand that you're in a space within a space. You're in a womb within a womb. You're in a dream within a dream. So oftentimes the only way you can know which way is up is to look up. But more than looking up is to feel up. So I always talk about filling up your cup. That's why I love laughter. I love joy. I just love to breathe in the grace, breathe in the spirit, breathe in the divinity. I know I sound like a wackadoodle, and you're welcome. I'm going to keep on doing my do here. So that's just it. Like, shit could be all fucked up. I remember I was standing at the subway. Somebody was calling me a nigger faggot to my face. They were throwing their drink at me. They were throwing all the things on the ground. They were trying to get their friends to gang up on me. And I felt fear for my life. And then this laughter came through me that was insane. Because I looked up at the time that the next subway was coming, and it said 3:33. And I just had like such a giggle come out of me. Like, oh my gosh, even if I die, I know exactly where I'm going. I'm going home. So like, if I need to be the cause in your environment for you to awaken to your consciousness, little Nazi motherfucker, come at me, bro. And it was that kind of like ecstatic bliss. And that's a crazy example. Most people can't laugh in the face of death. I understand you might not be there. But I realized that like nowhere that I go am I alone. The grace of the goddess is always with me. It's within me. And as long as I remain sovereign, serene, and graceful, then I'm never alone. I'm never forsaken. And the moment that I step into my disbelief, I am the one forsaking the goddess, not the other way around. That's what's coming through. So, got a little worked up there. Okay, and then, see, when I look into this, I just see ancestors everywhere. I see like a face there. I see faces up there. Okay, I see faces. I see faces right there. And then I see reflections. I see like below. See, to me, this is water below this line. So when I look in the water, I see reflections that tell me to look for more faces over here. And it's just weird because we pulled out 2 blessings cards. And they're in chronological order, too. So it tells me like something's been in gestation. Like we've completed our spiritual body and now our higher self can step into the physical. And it's been spending 40 weeks in gestation. I don't know where this is coming from, but that's what it is. So let's read. It seems like a mighty long time. Shoo-up, my baby, ooh. It seems... Okay, so that's my ancestors. My ancestors are here. Hi, Grandma. Sell your cleverness and buy bewilderment. Cleverness is an opinion. Bewilderment is a vision. Blessings from Al-Khahim. Shoo-up, my baby, ooh. See, I know I'm never alone. See, when I hear these songs, I'm never alone. Okay. My baby, ooh. It seems like a mighty long time. Let go of thought. Do not take it into your heart, beloved. You are naked, and thought is like ice. You use thought to seek release from suffering and pain, while thought is the cause of your suffering and pain. The realm of creation is outside the scope of thought, O foolish one. See the opus and behold thy beauty. Look in the direction from which the images flow. See the brook that causes the wheel to turn. Rumi. I wish to pull that false confection from your mouth. Oh, I know you will open your mouth even wider to scream, like the terrible cry of a toddler denied. But the moment you open your mouth wide and draw breath to bemoan the outrageous travesty of your loss, I shall shove my divine finger, dripping with the nectar of the goddess, into your gaping mouth. I'll let you suckle them, surprised and contented by the sweetness that surpasses all other sweets. When we are hungry, we reach for what food is available. If you are starving, we may gorge upon what is before us only to find ourselves overfed, undernourished, and in a most uncomfortable and dissatisfied state. Your soul needs better quality food. It has been detoxifying or detoxing. You have been shedding old thoughts, feelings, pains, and struggles. Memories of the past have been flooding out of your soul, like parasites being expunged. And now your soul, thus cleansed, is in need of genuine nourishment to restore it to full radiance and vitality. Love will feed your hungry soul, nothing less shall suffice. No sweet talking charmer, hell bent on seducing and moving on, will make the grade. No. It has to be nothing less than genuine romancing by the great beloved to feed, comfort, and nurse you into radiance. Only that divine finger dipped in the heavenly honey can be taken in by your soul now. All else will seem as empty junk by comparison. But can we summon the strength to overcome habitual and mindless attempts at feeding on lesser substances? Oh, yes. The great beloved shall storm through thy kitchen and with military precision clear out the cupboards, for only the best and finest, most decadent and delicious shall do for you. This oracle comes with special guidance for you. You are being given the blessing of Zara, of radiance, of brightness. This blessing has a purpose. It is to clear out that which would obstruct your full unfoldment to support the divine jewel of your soul in shining. You are being given an opportunity supported by life, by the earth, and by the grace of the divine beloved to shed toxins from your being. These may be physical and they may equally be of emotional, psychic, or psychological origin. They may come from this time or another lifetime. You may understand consciously what is being released or you may not. If you are sensitive, you may feel symptoms of detoxification at a physical level, even if you are releasing emotional or psychological things. You are encouraged to complete the sacred honoring ritual to stay adequately hydrated and to be moderate rather than excessive in your approach. Give your body and mind time to rest and replenish so that blessings can be fully received. If you have been unwell or struggling to let go of an issue, this oracle comes as a portent of imminent healing back to good faith and of release of the issue into resolution and divine radiance. It is only a matter of timing, and that timing is imminent. This oracle also brings a message that if something appears to be leaving your life, even something painful to release, it is because it is no longer healthy for you or no longer supporting your life. There is something more loving and beautiful awaiting you. And do not try to feast upon scraps, beloved. Stop scraping in the dirt for stale breadcrumbs. Rise up and move towards the seat at the heavenly table gleaming before you, for a greater feast awaits your attendance. The sacred honoring ritual is as such. So let's clear the table and do the guided meditation. I'll give you a minute. I feel so in love right now with the divine. I just, whenever I see this card, the feelings that go through my heart are just so overwhelming. I feel like this, you know, in the face of pain and adversity, there's something alive inside that smiles and just stands at attention and is unapologetically free. And it happens in times of persecution and conflict and uncertainty. And to know that I've cultivated the kind of life that has that kind of sovereignty and serenity and grace, there's nothing on earth So take a minute, get a bit of water, get some, go have a piddle, and we're almost done. We're gonna read the sacred honoring ritual, and I'm gonna go thank my ancestors for my life. Okay. I'm always a mush. Don't worry about me. All right. So if you haven't taken a moment, just pause, and I'll be right back when you're done. Okay. Say aloud, I call upon Al-Zara, the merciful divine one, shining with grace, and Rumi, who loves me without condition. I call upon the healing angels, and I say the following declaration. With grace, I accept the shedding of that which is no longer worthy of me. I allow myself to release, with merciful grace, what no longer feeds my soul with the truest of nourishment. I open to receive, through unconditional love, healing, support, intervention, and protection, that I may shine with the divine radiance bestowed upon me in this blessing. I surrender my attachment to scraps and open my mind, my body, and soul to the great feast. In profound gratitude, I bow to the compassion that leads me to the banquet of love now. So be it. Lie down and rest however long you need. Healing will happen. During this time, so try to rest. Oh, okay, let me read that to you again. Lie down and rest for however long you need. Healing will happen during this time, so try to rest for at least 5 to 25 minutes, more if possible. Following your rest, you may also like to have a shower or a bath using a handful of regular salt or gentle body scrub. I would prefer you put hyssop and angelica root in your bath with a little bit of Florida water. If it's your very first bath, actually put a little bit of milk, not nut milk, no almond, no coconut, no soy. Do goat or cow milk or camel milk or sheep milk. But yeah, just fill your bath with Florida water and hyssop and angelica root. And if you don't have these things, then salt is fine as well. Just a nice, gentle, nourishing bath, preferably. A shower is okay as well. So let me read this again. I call upon Al-Zahra. I call upon Al-Zahra, the merciful divine one shining with grace, and Rumi, who loves me without condition. I call upon the healing angels, and I say the following declaration aloud. With grace, I accept the shedding of that which is no longer worthy of me. I allow myself to release, with merciful grace, what no longer feeds my soul with the truest of nourishment. I open up to receive, through unconditional love, healing, support, intervention, and protection, that I may shine with the divine radiance bestowed upon me in this blessing. I surrender my attachment to scraps, and I open my mind, body, and soul to the great feast. In profound gratitude, I bow to the compassion that leads me to the banquet of love now. So be it. Whew, okay. I would call that a full day's work. I just have to go pray and dance and sing There's nothing else to do. Bless you all. Blessed be the great goddess. Bless you and your ancestors. Thank you for the medicine that you bring and the journey that you walk here in this lifetime. It takes all of us for any of us to get what we need out of this place. And it is a delight and an honor to call you my family and my tribe. Have a lovely evening. Take very, very, very good care of yourself, and I'll see you soon.